Has anyone ever told you that listening to classical music can make you more intelligent? If they have, they were probably referring to the Mozart effect, a theory which gained huge popularity in the mid-90s. But is it actually true? Let's find out. The idea that listening to classical music can make you more intelligent originates from a study conducted by Rauscher in 1993. 36 college students were each given 3 sets of standard IQ spatial reasoning tasks. These included tasks such as a paper folding and cutting test, where the student has to visualise the folds and cuts and then choose the answer which shows how the paper would look if unfolded. Before these tests were taken, the students listened to either 10 minutes of Mozart's Sonata for 2 pianos in D major, 10 minutes of a relaxation tape, or 10 minutes of silence. The results showed those who had listened to Mozart performed better on the tests, with an average score of 119 compared with 111 when listening to the relaxation tape, and 110 for those sitting in silence. In other words, listening to Mozart had increased their IQ scores by 8 to 9 points compared with the other conditions. Although the researchers pointed out that this effect was only temporary, and that they only tested the students' spatial reasoning and not overall IQ, this did not stop the mass media from misinterpreting the results. Exaggerated claims that listening to classical music increased IQ spread throughout society, with companies quick to jump on the craze. CDs and other products primarily targeted at children were marketed as scientifically proven ways to increase intelligence. In 1998, the governor of Georgia even added $105,000 to the state budget to provide every newborn child with a CD or tape of classical music, even though the original and subsequent studies had never even tested the effects on children. The Mozart effect became so well known that a 2003 survey of psychology students revealed that 73% believe that listening to Mozart will enhance your intelligence. A 2004 survey further showed the extent of its popularity, with over 80% of Americans admitting they were familiar with the theory. But is the Mozart effect even real? Several studies have been conducted attempting to repeat the original findings, with variable success. A meta-analysis of 39 studies concluded that although listening to Mozart did have a positive effect on spatial task performance compared to sitting in silence, the effects were actually quite small, only 1 to 2 IQ points, and lasting only an hour or less. Interestingly, those who listen to other types of music produce the same effects as listening to Mozart, indicating that there is nothing unique about Mozart or classical music, but rather it is the short-term arousal produced by the music which temporarily increases performance on the spatial reasoning tasks. So, if you need to temporarily boost your spatial reasoning skills, listening to your favourite music beforehand, whether that's Mozart or Metallica, may give you a slight advantage. However, a sugary snack or some caffeine could be just as effective.
Welcome to Brain TV. We're live with Amadeus Mozart, famous for magical symphonies and having fine hair. We interviewed Mozart at his country abode. Thanks, Mozart, for your time.
That is okay. You just caught me reading the book, The Mozart Effect, because I have an effect.
It's quite true. We're affected by you. Your stunning green appearance. It's great. I like the green sleeves.
What are you talking about? I'm not wearing green sleeves. These are orange sleeves.
But
why do you say green sleeves?
It's a link to your music because you made green
No,
sleeves.
you stupid man. That is not me. That is King Henry VIII. I am Mozart, Amadeus Mozart.
Oh, right. Happy birthday. Was that you? Did you write that?
I may have done.
So you're having a huge impact on education. Tell us more about that.
Well, what you see is it's my music has a special quality. If I may read from this book, which is very good, I must say, very good. The rhythm, melodies, and high frequencies of Mozart's music stimulate and charge the creative and motive regions of the brain.
Stimulating.
But perhaps the key to his greatness is that it sounds so pure and simple.
So how does it work, Amadeus? I mean, do just pregnant women listen to you when their child is really clever from listening to you? Is that how it works?
I believe so. When one is born with greatness, this can happen.
Well, I suppose in the opposite effect, if you listen to Slayer as a pregnant woman, it would have a negative effect, I guess.
What are you talking about?
Let's-
I know.
let's
What
move
is
on.
Slayer? What is
Let's
this?
move on. Of course.
No, what you must realize is I quote from the book. The book here, a gifted performer from the age of 4. This is very true. I am very, very gifted, have always been. Mozart was one of the most famous child prodigies in history. It is true, what can I say? I astonished royalty with my music. 17 operas, 41 symphonies, 27 piano concertos, dozens of piano sonatas and music for organ and clarinet and etc. You name it, I have written it. And it has a special quality, a godlike quality. That means that it affects the brain and it makes you cleverer. For you, it would have to work hard, yes?
we laugh. We laugh. Oh.
I think so.
Oh. So, many teachers have used this to stimulate reading, to stimulate writing.
Well, they do the Mozart effect, yes, it is very true. Teachers have used it. They have used it in various ways. They have used it for help with the writing. Yes, this is true because it calms. It changes the brain wave patterns, and this can calm and put us in an optimum state for learning.
Here
But
on-
not any music, not just any music. Haydn is very good, he's a good friend of mine, but his music is not as good as Mozart's, as Amadeus.
Here
And
on-
neither is Handel of a very good, and Bach, they came before, but it's not the same quality.
Here on Brain TV, we like to look at the science. So what's the science behind this, Mozart?
The science?
See,
Was?
the science.
The science is that it affects the brain.
How? We like to know how.
Well, as I said, the music, it alters the brain wave patterns, and this causes
So what proof do you have, Amadeus?
people are buying it. People are buying it all over the place. This is happening. It is absolutely true.
Has it been tested at all?
Has it been what? Tempted?
Tested.
Tempted?
I'm just amazed by your overall beauty.
And this happens, they must say, oh, I like this. This is one of my favorites, even though I'm the person who
Catchy.
has written this.
Catchy.
It's one of my favorites. Has it been tested? Yes, well, there have been studies, where students have improved their spatial temporal reasoning when listening to my music. And that is proof enough, I think, no?
Amadeus Mozart, child prodigy, great hair. He's a triple threat. I hear he even dances. This has been Brain TV. Thanks for watching.